You're
Hello, with you, Shaman?
yeah, I'm good.
Alright.
We here with OneBlunt.
Facebook, what's happening? Twitch, what y'all doing? Shout out to NF5 classmates, Darius, and tell me your name, bro. Logan, appreciate you. We got Houston in the house. We at NF5 today. What's up? What's up? Yeah, we on the screen. That's crazy. Hey, though, technical difficulties, but we made it, bro.
But it's still gonna be out. OneBlunt, Anchor, YouTube, Spotify,
iTunes podcast.
all that.
Yeah.
I'm John the Shaman.
Strawhat KiLiK.
Social media.
At Strawhat KiLiK. Spotify, iTunes, all that. Let's get it. I'm on John Mini's box. We reading My Hero Academia. Catch up chapter 221 to
223.
I'm hyped. What happened last time, bro?
That was like before. That was My Villain Academy.
Oh yeah. My Villain Academy. That was pretty crazy.
But nothing really happened except at the end.
The Alpha Titan showed up, and we saw how he got there.
Yeah.
Alright, bet.
He was destroying all. But that's how it started. He's crying out, "Doctor."
Hey, I think we should do like chapter. Or you want to do like 3 or 4 pages at a time? So
We
that
can do chapter.
Alright, this your chapter then.
All right, Doctor. Is this the doctor we've been searching for? All for One's parting gift, an emergency communication from the doctor. It seems like all your little friends are with you, staying healthy, I hope. Sounds like doctors speaking out of the radio.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, although I might be minced meat 1 second from now. He about Titan about to smash it.
That love is like our style though. It's like so much hard lines.
Mm-hmm.
And this was their only connection to All for One. Or was it All for One? Yeah.
Yeah.
The master villain.
He just smashes the ground,
Donkey Kong style.
literally. And then rubble everywhere. I want to accept him, I really do, but I just can't. All for One, I can't accept this little punk.
Little beat.
The hell's your problem? He's jumping up.
Shigaraki.
Yeah. This is Gigantomachia. He once supported All for One as his bodyguard. All for One needs a bodyguard. And this is one of the people All for One trusts most. He possesses otherworldly stamina and is able to wield multiple quirks without needing any modifications. Oh, I guess All for One gives him the quirks and he could just hold more than one.
Wow. Without modifications, like the Nomos need modifications. This dude is just naturally talented.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess I would see him as like All for One's right-hand man.
That's what it sounded like.
Yeah.
As All for One's power and influence was weakened by All Might, and he predicted his imminent defeat, he hid Gigantomachia. Such a meticulous man, this all happened before he even took you in. He did all of this to ensure that no matter what may happen to him, his dreams and his will would live on. I don't know if it's just my imagination, but this doesn't seem like such a nice present to me. Forget that dude's name.
That's Dobby. What's his name? That's Shoto's big brother.
Probably.
Todoroki.
He was getting experimented on by Endeavor or something, so he ran away. Good eye, Dabby, you're exactly right.
He was getting abused. I guess that's an experiment, but shit.
You see, Gigantomachia's loyalty is simply too strong for his own good, and as a result, he's in despair. He is despairing at the huge gap between his former master and Shigaraki. He's like, how am I going to follow you, you weak as fuck?
Yeah.
So you're telling us to give it our all until he warms up to us with the flame, the blue flame. I'm afraid that's impossible. Right now, anyway, let's see. Click. I think he just ate the flame.
Whoa, Nasu. Dang, chill, Nasu.
It's not working, Debbie. Machia.
She called him Dabby Kun.
He kneels down to the radio.
Trembling.
Trying to listen or what? Shigaraki just sitting there like, That's a recording of All for One's voice. He's calmed down now, yes? I don't want this thing. So he calmed down because he heard All for One's voice, but it was at the speaker.
He said, I have no need for something like this. The doctor.
Oh, you don't? Even after all this, you still think you can obtain anything just by wishing for it?
This late in the game?
Huh? You spent too much time with Kurogiri. Open your eyes already. I forget who Kurogiri is.
He was the dude that had the black powers and he opened the portals and his face was
Oh,
gone.
yeah.
He got murked by somebody, I forgot who.
I think All For One took his power.
Oh, I thought he got whooped by somebody.
What the hell, dog? That's awfully cold of you. A moment, please. Heave ho. What's he doing? This geezer just can't get to the point. Burp? What? Jin, stop burping. That's burp. Alright, they're burping uncontrollably.
Look like she about to burp up blood.
Oh, it's that one dude's power, what you saying? Kurogiri?
Is that his power?
Yeah, it would like come out of his mouth, I think.
I thought his power was to open wormholes and like dimensional stuff. I never saw
It was that, but I feel like I remember a scene where like the portal like came out of them, like engulfed them or something. I could be thinking of something else. This is the same quirk All For One used back at Camino. So why now? I can't even wrap my head around all this. Now then, let's have a talk, shall we?
So the doctor looked like he got something to do with it.
Yeah.
Nigga look like Dr. Robotnik in the chair.
Yeah.
Mr. Eggman.
That's what I was thinking, the egghead.
He reading like some, what's that thing at the bottom?
I forget what it's called, but it's electrical pulses.
Yeah, like life.
One line of electrical pulses.
Whoa, what's happening on the right panel? You see they all disappeared.
That's what I was saying. I don't know if it was his quirk, but that stuff teleported them.
Okay.
Now, we got a lab. People, maybe the Nomus, like different generation of Nomu.
Okay. That one look kind of sexy right there.
We got a woman, a fat dude.
With some wings on her arms, maybe?
Wings. They look like, oh yeah, maybe. But shit, it's a weird ass lab. They all got teleported into it.
And he's sitting there in the middle. They got in there? Oh yeah, I see it now.
That stinks. This place is, what is all this?
The hell are these?
Nomu? But they're a little different than Nomu. Ho ho! So you can tell the difference. Ho 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 ho! You really do have a good eye.
Okay, Santa.
Indeed, they are different. These children are worlds apart from those low-end products. They're high-end. My super Nomu are one step closer to a masterpiece. Amazed, aren't you? Compared to the old Nomu, they're a whole new breed. Nomu Gen 2.
These A tier, not C tier, B tier like the other ones.
A class.
Damn, who was it? All Might, he had trouble with the C tier one at the beginning, yeah.
Exactly.
And barely beat the B tier one.
Endeavor was having trouble too.
Yeah.
Doctor, I've been searching for you because I had a request of my own. I want you to duplicate a certain bullet for me.
This one said a certain weapon.
Okay. Your hair's grown longer, Shigaraki. Are you and your father and everyone else well? Yeah, wait, who is his father?
I don't know, but his grandma was the previous owner of One For All before All Might.
His master. That's the doctor? I can't make him out in that black light.
Who is that with the ski mask on?
I don't know. I feel like he wasn't there before. Stay away. Ho ho, my apologies, but do not approach me imprudently, understood? I'll be the one who approaches you when I see fit. If you violate this rule, I'll return you to your original location immediately and have Giga Machina obliterate you. So he does not want to be seen under circumstances he cannot control. Maybe he's stuck to that chair. You're the one who called us here in the first place, crazy old man. Can we just get down to business already? I don't want to reveal my address, so I transported you here myself. Other than Shigaraki, I suppose this is our first time meeting, yes? Although we may have crossed paths somewhere before. Just like Gigamachia, or Gigantomachia, I am One For All's close aide, one of All For One's close aides, that shit hard to say. Daruma Ujiko, although I just came up with that name on the spot. Right.
This is like Gigantomachia. I am one of AFO's, All For One's right-hand men. I'm Ujiko Daruma. That's the name I arbitrarily chose just now.
Right. Now then, Shigaraki. The reason I summoned you here was out of respect for a compromise I made with All For One. My technology, these children, and my very life were all offerings to the great All For One. Up to now, you were merely getting a small share of those things. But it's not as if I dislike you. I'm doing this for my sake. I want to determine whether or not you are someone worth offering everything to. Like, just because All For One say it don't mean I believe that. But you've accomplished nothing. He got the same mustache as Eggman.
Clear inspiration.
So do tell.
Instead of you've accomplished nothing, this one say, what can a 20 or so piece of garbage who hasn't accomplished a single thing? Yeah, you should finish.
So do tell, what are your worthless 20-somethings, the trash of society, going to show me, Tomoe Shigaraki? So he's got to prove himself as All For One successor, like right now. That's what he's going through.
So what you got to show for yourself, young whippersnapper? Hey, who is this? Sting, what was his name? The lizard man?
I forget his name.
He looking like, hold up. Maybe he gonna be Shigaraki's right-hand man.
Maybe. He was inspired by, what's his name?
Sting. How will Shigaraki respond? And in one of these earlier panels, he was literally standing to the right of Shigaraki. Right here.
The fuck is this cover?
Oh, you're right there. I was trying to show you this. Right hand, left hand.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
I feel like Dabby must be up there, though.
Dabby probably gonna be like number 2. I don't think he would really be. I don't know. I see Dabby more like becoming a good guy. Like his brother gonna save him probably.
I can see that.
Or he gonna die. I don't know, man. Let's go to the next chapter. Chapter 222. Angel numbers. The great monster Deku. He looked like what was there in that Pokemon called? Weevil turned into.
We all know what you're talking about.
The purple moth looking shit. Hirokoshi, the long
request or something.
The long-awaited new movie key visual has been released. Midoriya Izuku.
The man working on some movies.
Boom. Stop it, Tenko. So it's a hand coming out of the darkness reaching towards the next panel, Shigaraki's head. This is what Shigaraki discusses with the doctor. So Shigaraki is the only one inside the room with the doctor because he met him before. He said, I can't remember much before I met you and Sensei. What was the question the dude asked him?
What are you going to do for me? Or basically prove yourself.
Okay. He said, I can't remember much before I met y'all. Chapter 222, Shigaraki Tomura, Distortion. I know a lot about that. He said, yeah, I remember who you was before. And yet, when I wear everyone, my anger flows out. So everyone is in quotes and he's pulling one of the hands off his body that has like cybernetic attachments on the wrist. So maybe these hands belong to somebody. Ever since that day, I've been thinking day in and day out, flashback. Nobody came to see you, did they? It must have been so painful, Shimura Tenku-kun. It must have been so scary. It looked like he been getting his ass beat, like young Sanji. It must have been so painful. He looking like, it's your fault, fool. That's why you ran, searching for a helping hand. It must have been so horrible. So this hand looked like it got a stigmata through it, like some kind of piercing on the hand.
It does, huh?
And it's probably the same hand from the chapter before that was reaching out at the beginning and he pulled off of his body. Surely a hero will just leave it to the hero. He said, surely a hero will. Next quote. Just leave it to the heroes to, end quote. Everyone used excuses like that to ignore you, didn't they? Who in the world could do something like this to you? It's fine now. You have me now. What I remember most clearly is Sensei's embrace. So this is the All For One coming to save him. Until then, I was an empty shell. Shigaraki. Sorry if it's a bit cramped in here, but from today, this will be your room, and I'll be your master, your sensei. From here on out. Sensei, just what exactly will you teach me? Doctor. Yes, sir. These are your family members' remains. Damn.
You brought him on a plate. Hey, here's your dead family.
Yeah, here go your mom, your daddy, your brother, your sister. There's all their hands. I got the hands for you. Hey, you suddenly developed a previously unheard of quirk. You killed your family with those hands of yours. His conqueror, his like black lightning, he having a traumatic attack. The corgi, okay, Cowboy Bebop. He like pulling his face off, choking himself. It's like he drowning under the pressure of something. Oh, that was their bodies on the ground? Okay, he finna throw up. Do you remember? Barfed everywhere. So All For One, you see his eyes, you see the kids, you see the little girl. What was his power? He touched people and they explode?
Something like that. It's like disintegrate or something.
Yeah. So a little girl, some dude, it looked like on the right panel, just bloody and gore.
Mm.
What remained in his mind were fragments of visions from the past. Okay, eyes bulging out, and an unexplainable wave of anger, even stronger than his urge to vomit. He's so mad. The doctor like, should I fix him? I can make him better. We got the technology. All For One like, hell no. He said, even if your memories never return, your feelings will remain embedded in your heart. I can't take away your feelings, that passion, your anger, but I can show you the way, where to direct those feelings. It's strange. When I wear everyone, I feel sick to my stomach and want to throw up, but my heart becomes calm. How strange is that? So it's like I got my dead family body parts on me and I'm just disgusted. But my emotions is cool, like I'm alright. All that's left in me are a few fragments from those visions from the past. But even so, it's a gaping hole in my heart. My anger keeps pouring out of that hole. I feel a constant weight on my shoulders with the two hands on his shoulders, the hands around his neck. They showing all his homies around him. He got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The one who I think gonna be his right man, the lizard man, got the biggest panel. Dobby got the second biggest. Double page spread. Even if we were to destroy this hero society, even if we became rulers of the underworld. So the first one is, who's trying to destroy the society? Stain. The second one, you see Chisaki, who's trying to become ruler of the underworld. He said, this hole in my heart will not disappear even if we get all the W's. What I really despise is everything. Everything that breathes pisses me off. In that case, why don't I just destroy it all? Everything, once and for all. So he looking at all the heroes. He like, everybody, boy, this little baby, this old man, Deku, Stain in the hospital, all of them. I'm just blowed up, everything. Then Dr. Eggman, what's his name, that dude, you'll be able to see the most beautiful horizon. So lend me your strength, doctor. I'll show you everything from heaven to hell. He basically like, this nigga is crazy.
Just like All For One, maybe.
And then the lizard man is looking like, what the hell, this nigga crazy.
That's not what I signed up for.
He said, sound like something out of a child's pipe dream. Ha ha ha. I'm impressed you can say all of that with a straight face. All right, I'm with it. Tell me where I signed up at. You got my hands, bro. What you need, Shigaraki Tomura. Let me see what you can do. After all, villains are those who bring pipe dreams to life. And one of his eyes is bulging out harder than Shigaraki's was as a baby. He said, what? That was easy. Staples. Tomura-kun had some pretty disturbing things in his mind, huh? He said, that nigga crazy, boy. She like, hey, does that mean things I like will get destroyed too? Like, Deku, you gonna kill my boy toy looking thing? The wishes of my comrades are separate. Do as you like. Y'all straight. I got y'all. But everything else, dust. You even more than I expected, Shigaraki. You cool with your friends? Okay. He said, bastard, was you just messing with me? Trying to see me get riled up? He said, I wanted to see how much you've grown with my own 2 eyes, little fella. I had planned to cooperate from the start. These little guys here are part of that. And what's more, I've been preparing some more research for you. I got more. That's not it, big fella. However, I won't hand it over just yet. Y'all niggas is still weak, and that's a fact. He said, I'm going to have y'all attain at least a bare minimum. Y'all got to flex up a little bit. He said, unlike me, that thing isn't so naive as to accept you as easily from the bottom of his heart. So he talking about Giganto Machina. He said, hey, I might be soft on you, but he gonna rip your motherfucking head off. Y'all niggas need to get stronger. Giganto Machina. Make him submit to you. He ain't gonna do it willingly. Yeah. Only then will I give you my everything. So your mission, should you choose to accept it. If you want it, grab it with your own 2 hands. You got like 20 of them, freak ass boy. Hey, I see. That was a hell of a long tutorial. You could have just said that. Look, you see the lizard man in the back again. Was that 2?
Lizard and Deadpool, whatever his name is.
Double or something.
That's his power for sure.
Doppelganger, whatever his name is. 2 times. He said, Dobby like, I ain't helping. Dude, you can go do as you like, leader. He's just salty that his flames didn't work. Shut up, crazy girl. I'm on the verge of finding some good members, so I like to spend some more time on that. I don't give a shit about the leader's innermost thoughts. I have my own. I move on my own accord. Got it. See, I think he gonna be his own dude. He gonna defect from them. I look forward to seeing who you bring back. In that case, I want Dobby to come help me test out these high ends. He said, "Oh, okay." His taste, his aesthetic sense, they perfect. Such a strong connection. He said, "Was you even listening? I'm trying to leave and go find some more niggas." He said, "Well then, hurry up. Send us back there." I'm suddenly feeling pretty motivated. I got hands for him. From here on out, use these. Dr. Robotnik with the go-go gadget arm. He got 6 teleporter buttons. So they all looking at him like, what is this? Now then, John Chan. It's like a little burnt brain. A little no-move with some kicks on though. He got some Nikes.
We can run for it.
Send them back to Gigantomachia. Then so white panel, black throw up. Yo, the future king has returned.
There you go.
Fresh as I return, baby. Get up, boys.
I know he's gonna be serious or something.
Giganto said the king is one who commands respect, someone who is strong.
This one says a king is one who inspires fear.
It's been a long story, so down the narrator talking. A battle with Gigantomachia. This is our reality. And now our featured presentation. So somebody guts on the ground, is that turds? What's happening? Okay, back to the building, something's blocked off. Oh, it's the company man. The destruction of the League of Villains. An intrepid smile. In chapter 222.
Alright. What has become of Shigaraki after he left the doctor's side? Mid-December. Is this a time skip or no? Looks like he's still in a fight.
Yeah, they in the fight.
Alright. Weak.
Oh, no.
He just grabbed him.
Oh,
Looks like
shit,
cut
he
him in
break him in half?
The fuck happened?
2 weak. Bam! So he on the side of a cliff. Shigaraki look like liquid. Do you got a Logia power? What you doing, boy?
Someone else got a duplicate maybe?
Once you up in the air, you're full of openness. This look like some Naruto early shit. 2 weak.
You just smashed the ground or something.
He just like shot out energy and blasted them all back.
Yeah, back further. The future king looks like he's in trouble. And Lizard.
He said the future king is getting his ass kicked.
Same as always then. In order to earn Dr. Ujiko's full cooperation, we were tasked with subduing the hulking Gigantomachia. But more than a month and a half has passed since then.
Jeez.
And Gigantomachia has yet to acknowledge Shigaraki. What, they've been fighting just every day in and day out for the past month?
For 48 hours and 44 minutes straight, he would attack without rest. After that, he would take a 3-hour nap before resuming his attack yet again. During the fight, his body would grow larger and he would easily pinpoint wherever Shigaraki was hiding. According to him, his senses of hearing and smell are incredibly acute, to the point where he could counter even if you attacked in his sleep. This is how the last month and a half passed. Shigaraki has hardly slept at all. And though his life danced in the hands of a giant, he was always smiling for some reason. And then and then there was us. Because Gigantomachia's sole focus was his master successor, we weren't pursued even if we broke away from the night. As such, we took shifts, switching in and out as we worked to chip away at the best.
We did receive a minimal amount of funding from the doctor, but as expected, he has yet to offer us his full support. And yet, with that small amount of money we had, Toga went and bought herself a duffel coat.
Costume change.
It's warm. When you're cold, it dulls your movements, you know. Well, and the A line is so cute, I love it. You joined because you like Stain, right? But there isn't even a shadow of Stain left in the league, so why are you still here? I love Stainy, I love Izuku, and I love Ochako. All I want is to become all the things that I love.
He said, I love Stain-sama, I love Deku-kun, and I love Ochako-chan too. I'm happy as long as I can quote-unquote fall in love a lot. She getting the googly eyes, look like she dripping down there.
Is her power, she gets like their DNA, she changes it into them?
She take their blood, yeah, then she can be done. So he putting on the Zorro bandana. Let's go. Such a free spirit. Okay, white panel, switch. He fell asleep. When did that monster last eat? Is Tomura-kun still alive? Yeah. His movements have gotten much slower. Compared to the beginning, we've been getting way closer. I swear I'm gonna make that damn gorilla kneel before me. His determined gaze was like that of a young boy chasing his dreams. Got the Luffy vision.
Bzzz. Huh? It's from Giron. After I called him so many times and didn't get through, now he's calling you? And where did you pull that phone out of? You ain't got pockets.
I just asked.
Oh shit, he's stashing it up there. Ask him if this thing is insured. Giron was still worried about me even after he introduced me to the league. He's a real good guy.
Real ass nigga.
Hey asshole, why didn't you answer Mr. Compress's phone calls? You're the worst kind of guy, you know that. That's actually our fault. He did nothing wrong. You are Jin Bubaiga Wara.
Oh, Twice, that's his name. This
Villain
is the
named
League of
Twice,
Villains.
correct?
Yeah.
Is he using a voice changer? Who are you? So you know my
This
name.
a voice changer, and then Twice looking at his phone like, new phone, who this? Yeah. He said, where's Giron? Are you guys so Giron, whoever on the phone, are you guys in a position where you can check the news right now? I'd like for you all to take a look. Snatch, Mr. Compress, get the phone. Breaking news, an update to yesterday's story. Another quote-unquote finger has been discovered. The lizard man, like, finger? It was 3 days ago when the first middle finger was found. Oh, that's what it was. What the hell? Pointing at the headquarters of the villain group, the 8 precepts of death. Who's that? I heard the name before. I think, was that Chisaki's group, I think?
The 8 precepts of death, I think that was his group, yeah.
Yeah.
Following that, at the Hoshushui terminal, a pointer finger. And yesterday on the Central Expressway, which was the site of the escort vehicle attack incident, a ring finger. On Ground Zero in Kamino Ward, a thumb. And just now in the center of Fukuoka, which was recently the host of Endeavor's fierce battle, still fresh in everyone's mind, a pinky finger was found. Authorities believe the fingers belong to the same person. Furthermore, clothing items that are thought to be the victim's belongings, such as a scarf and sunglasses, were also left behind at each scene. Looks like a jacket, too. And the police are theorizing that this was an organized crime meant to make some sort of statement. Those are all the places where we appeared. Pleased to make your acquaintance, League of Villains. Oh, that's a dude.
Yeah, long nose from, his dad was the revolutionary man. The vigilante dude. I am the supreme leader of the Special Abilities Liberation Army. Re-Distro. So his dad was Distro. So
Repeat.
So after the Yakuza is a liberation army, Is this retro culture trending again or something? Come to think of it, hasn't that book been selling well lately? Don't get too carried away by passing fast. He's like, y'all old news, y'all old niggas, you hear me? What's up with everybody coming out the woodworks? First Yakuza, then the revolutionaries. You know your stuff, but don't get it wrong, little fella. We the ones who created that fad. We the OGs around here. Twice like, hey, that seemed fun. What y'all done with G-Ron? What's your objective? G-Ron was that the little mouse dude?
I can't remember.
That guy's a real good guy, you know. He's right here. And still alive, of course. Oh, so they kidnapped they plug. My objective is the liberation of special abilities. To create a world where humans can be humans and unleash 100% of their power. To redefine the boundaries that have governed us to this day. So he on his soapbox.
So what reason do we have to go against them? Are we gonna lend our names again like we did with the Yakuza? Let our broker go and call back later. I'm busy right now. I'll hear what you and your little revolution club have to say after I take care of my own business. I don't think we're in the position to be making fun of them. The masked dude said. Well, you seem to be taking a break, so just hear me out. First things first, no, we won't release him. He is a hostage after all. I've heard that you all have a strong bond. Oh, that's the dude from the beginning.
G-Ron.
And his determination is truly praiseworthy. I can tell he's a true professional. He ain't said shit, probably. He's clearly survived all this time by lurking in the darkness, ever vigilant of the watchful eyes of the police and heroes. That's why we fell behind in our pursuit of him through the very same darkness. I do applaud him for perfectly erasing his client list. And even as he lost one finger at a time, not only did he not leak any information, he didn't even make a sound.
Who is this?
That's dude from when he first got introduced. He was trying to interrogate him, and then it popped over to Gigantomachia.
Oh yeah, but who is he to them? I don't know if I've seen him before. All right, double page spread. Wow, we finally managed to reconstruct the data that he so thoroughly destroyed. His face all beat up. He looked like, what, yo, how? Such fruitless resistance is worthy of praise. We, the soldiers of the Liberation Army, have long been preparing for the coming days over many generations. Major IT company, Feel Good Inc. company director, Chikazoku Tomoyasu. We've waited for so long, spreading our roots and making preparations. Shikyu party leader, Hanadato Koku. Over 100,000 sales, Special Liberation Army Front. She reading the book. Shueisha Inc. Executive Director. What?
Shueisha.
Ikizuki Chitose.
Translator notes Shueisha here is a parody of the actual Shueisha, the publishers of Shonen Jump, but it's spelled here with a different kanji.
Little Revolutionary Group. Please. You think you funny, don't you? Lifestyle Support Company. Detnerat Co. CEO. Yotsubashi Rikiya. And now we got 116,516 soldiers in the Liberation Army hidden throughout the whole of Japan society, ready to strike at any given moment. Self-depreciating jokes. You trying to be funny ain't gonna get you far, little fella. You think you big shot, you think you big shit. We the big wigs around here, you know what I'm talking about?
But when they first got introduced, we assumed they were children or siblings. But he might be the only child of the revolutionary guy.
And they might all be children of the revolutionary guy, like, in concept, you know?
Yeah.
So this is Shikyu party leader, translator note, literally heart-seeking party. They on some Trafalgar Law shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know these kanji up here?
Nope.
All right, good. She's selling the book at Shueisha.
Oh, I think it got translated over here. Yeah, it's heart-seeking.
Yeah.
He must be bluffing.
Gotta be playing.
Niigata, I see. You're really hiding deep in the mountains, aren't you? Throws the phone. Too late. We've already locked onto your position with satellite cameras. No matter where you run, we'll always know your locations, you infamous League of Villains. Endeavor, Hawks, Edgeshot, Miruko, Crust. The moment we tip them off, the heroes will deploy all their forces and surround you. How kind of you to give us advance notice. What do you want?
Bastards.
The leader of the revolution must be Destro and no other. I'm afraid you kids have gotten a bit too famous for your own good. We will crush you with our own hands. Your deaths will be the harbinger of the Liberation Army's second coming.
Those fingers are our pledge. No need for any kind of bothersome negotiation. Let us fight. Liberate your abilities. You do well to come immediately to Deka City in Aichi. If you come, we will release Jiran. Then
You arranged it.
Then you'll have a choice to make. Either fight with us, either throw them hands, bro. You trying to get smoked. Throw them hands at all, or you gonna die, you feel me? Put them hands up and fight, I'm finna kill you. Either one, you gonna fall at the hands of the heroes. It's either you gonna get the smoke from us, or we gonna send the boys out there. He said, what you want, bro? You want big smoke or wide smoke? You still catching smoke. This is a declaration of war. Chapter 223 in.
The League of Villains facing
Special Liberation Army. Man, Shigaraki might be like, hey, come on, Gigantomachia, don't follow me. And just bring the smoke.
You have to beat him first.
I don't think so. He can just be like,
Or earn his respect.
he might not. He could just do some Chopper and Big Mom shit and like lead them there. Or was it Paraspero and Big Mom?
But then, if he does that, it's cheating and he wouldn't get the doctor's help.
But he might, because he'd be like, you took out the special. I don't know, man. It could work. I see it's easy to shoot it down, but one way I see it working is he lead them there, like, you know, fighting them a little bit along the way, dragging them on. Then once he get there, crush. He just be like, hey, y'all trying to fight. I'm just starting to respect this dude after a month and a half. I don't yet, but I don't respect y'all to be coming in the way of my master's pupil.
Right.
So
If he gets there, it's like their ops are our ops.
Yeah.
He could fight.
Yeah.
I don't know. Shigaraki is setting up to be All For One's successor. He's got to prove himself as king to the right-hand man.
To both of them.
The two right-hand men. And then he has All For One's whole, like, backline.
He gonna get the A tier, no moves.
And whatever other technology that dude has.
Yeah. And then Dobby over there getting stronger and fighting with him. They might be able to do some damage if they had Dobby with them, though.
Right, he didn't come home.
Hey man, this has been a good chapter.
Yes,
3 chapters. We got One Piece next week. Come through. Follow us on Twitch. I'm playing Jump Force tonight and tomorrow. If y'all want smoke, jump on their Xbox. This guy dropped some dope ass songs on his IG. Make sure you
Check it
find
out.
them. Yeah.
More to come, too.
I got music videos coming in April and May, so be on the lookout. She EP is out there. We out. Yeah. Peace with it.
Peace.
You're OneBlunt.